Hi, this is CKNN, and welcome to the very first tutorial in Java. Java is a programming language which is extensively used across the world. From sources, over 3 billion devices across the world use Java. Okay, before we begin, we have to understand some of the features of the Java programming language. Java is an object-oriented programming language. And when you say a programming language is object-oriented, you are actually talking about a programming paradigm that represents the concept of objects that have data, fields, and associated with procedures known as methods. So as we go along this tutorial, you're actually going to understand the methods and a whole lot of things. Java is a simple programming language. When you talk about the simplicity of Java, this means that it's not really too difficult for you to understand. You don't really have to be a serious programmer before you understand how to write Java or understand the syntax of Java. And then Java is secure. The security side is actually talking about how good it is for security-based applications development and all that. So as we go along to understand some security features of Java, you will understand this very well. And then Java is portable. So when you talk about the portability of Java, it means that it's not limited to one programming language or certain pieces of hardware and all that. You can program Java on Windows, Linux, Mac, and whatsoever. Okay, Java is robust. And then when you talk about this robust feature, this means that this actually talks about the strength of the programming language, including the security and all that. Due to time factor, we wouldn't have enough time to talk about all the features of Java. And then these are some of the other features of Java that I've listed over here. You can actually go to the internet or find some very good books and read on all these other features: multi-threaded, architecture neutral, interpreted, high performance, distributed, and dynamic. Alright, we earlier on made mention of methods, and then you realize that methods are associated with objects of classes, and then we're actually going to learn how to write functions, classes, objects. And then when you talk about objects and classes, all right, when you talk about objects and classes, let me just give you a very brief introduction. A class is a blueprint which you use to create objects, and then an object is an instance of a class. So as we go along, we actually going to learn how to write the classes, the objects, the functions, and a whole lot of things, and then you understand all these things better. And then we need some very important tools for the development of Java. The first one is the compiler. The compiler is a program or a software which translates a source code or the code you have written as a programmer. It translates it into the machine code or a code which the computer can understand. We also need the Java API, and then the API actually means application programming interface. Okay, we also need a virtual machine. So these are just some very simple things you have to understand now before we begin the Java programming. So in the next tutorial, I will show you how to get these compilers, API, and a whole lot of things for the programming of Java. So thank you very much for watching this very simple introduction to Java, and see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.